Hi all, so welcome to this channel, and today I'm discussing about sysfunc catalog table. So if you want to get information about the several parameters which are set for an SQL UDF function, that is user defined function, then we can query on several catalog tables, but out of that um, currently I am presenting this sysfunc catalog. So let me show you what informations we can get from this catalog. So I'll be showing you this for my functions which I created. So these are those functions, so you can see this is the specific schema, means the schema or the library for the object which gets created when we create a function, that is service program object. This is the name for that service program object which is created, so it's a unique for every function, whether the function name is same, but it is possible that a function with same name can exist in the same schema, but the specific name for each function would be unique. So this is the routine schema, that is function schema, and this is the function name. So let's do this. So this, you can see, this is the function name. This is the time when the routine gets created, that is the function gets created. This is the user profile, the routine definer name. This column tells you whether it's an SQL function or it's an external function. This is the external name for the function, which describe or defines the procedure or the service program object, or whether it's or the program which gets called. So basically this tells that this function would basically call this program or maybe service program from this library or schema, and if there is some procedure, then it's by default it's a service program, but there are cases where we can directly call the library, we can directly call the program in that, like in that schema. So in that case we don't see these things, that is procedure name. Just take shift F8. Here we see external name language used, so by default it's an SQL. Parameter style is null for this. Here we get the information about the parameter style used. Is deterministic, so all are not deterministic. And SQL data access, so by default it is set to reads SQL data because they are SQL function. So for SQL path they are basically using the star libl, and for one it's null. So basically they uses the system path, that is the function would get searched in the library which is on the library list. Let's so it's the function signature, parameter signature, sorry. So you can see the signature here. Let me move on to show you more fields. So here you can see the number of input parameters. So it shows the number of results. Uh, so here you can see the source specific name, which tells that this function is basically created based on the sourced. This is basically a source UDF, user defined function, and the function which gets created is sourced upon this add function. So here are the function properties, which you can see fenced and secure, pipelined. So whether it's a pipeline function or not. So pipeline and non-pipeline comes when the table function comes into the picture, and when it's null, it's an scalar function or it's a source function. Here it shows inline functions. So what are inline and outline inline functions? I'll let you know. I'll create a video on that so that you better understand what they are. Now that's all information which you can get from the qsys2.sysfuncs catalog table, and there are other tables as well where you can look for the function uh, information. But once you create a function, you can check the entry in sysfuncs. If it's present, then it means that your function gets created successfully, whether it's an SQL function or a source function or an external function. So that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.